What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to this guide to cheap high potential goalkeepers in FIFA 15 who will cost you less than £1 million. Now if you watched my last series on the best cheap high potential players in the game but thought that some of the players are a bit too expensive for your team, then you'll like this series because like I said, they'll all cost you £1 million or less, so they're good for lower league teams. And if you can't actually buy them in the first window, I'm going to have a maximum value from your scout of £500,000, so you have a good chance of getting a good bargain for them when they do become available in January. Now make sure you head over to FIFAscoutingtips.com for the full article. That'll have minimum potential of 76 for all the players, so you know you're going to get good players. But today I'm just going to have a look at my recommendations, so let's have a look at those now. So first of all, we have Moreira. He starts at 64 overall, he has 80 potential, and he's 18 years old. He plays for Moreira in Portugal, I think that's how you pronounce it. His cost from your scout is £275,000, so that's less than the £500,000 threshold because he's not actually available in January. So make sure you try again in the winter transfer window to get a good price for him. His wages are £1,500. He's got a 1-year contract, so again you've got a good chance of getting a good deal on him. He is right-footed with a 2-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves. And there are a few things I like about this guy. First of all, his potential. It's very rare to get a guy for £1 million or less who has 80 potential. So he is going to become a very, very high quality player. And if you have a look at his stats, all of his goalkeeper stats are very well rounded. So that means that when he gets close to his potential, those are all going to probably be in the 80s. He's going to be very reliable, whatever situation he's in and wherever the ball comes to him. So if you're looking for a goalkeeper who can do a bit of everything, this is a really good option for you. Next up we have Miroslav Lobantsev. He starts at 66 overall, he has 78 potential, and he's 19 years old. He plays for Lokomotiv in Russia. His cost, or his value from your scout, is £400,000. And if you send an inquiry, they want somewhere in the region of £850,000. I found this varied a little bit. Sometimes it was about £1 million. Sometimes it's about £850,000, so you can get him for around about £650,000, £700,000, that sort of region. His wages are £4,000, he's got a 1-year contract as well, he's right-footed with 2-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves. And what this guy has that a lot of young goalkeepers don't is very, very good positioning. And that seems to be quite rare in young goalkeepers in FIFA, and it means that he is going to become very reliable. He's unlikely to get beaten because he's out of position, beaten at the near post, that kind of thing, which can be very, very useful for a lower league team that maybe is struggling to get good results, doesn't have much in the way of resources, so you need players to be as reliable as possible. He is going to fit that bill perfectly. So if you have a little bit of money, just under £1 million, £650,000, that sort, very cheap player, but he is very reliable as well. Next up we have Mouez Hassen. He starts at 65 overall with 76 potential, and he's 19 years old. Plays for OGC Nice in France. His scout's value is £300,000. Nice want £975,000 for him, so you can get him for around about £700,000, same sort of price as Lobantsev. His wages are £4,000. He also has a 1-year contract. He's right-footed with 2-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves. And this guy is kind of a blend of the last two, of Lobantsev and Moreira. He is very well balanced, leaning slightly towards positioning and reflexes. So he is going to be, again, a very reliable goalkeeper, someone who grows into a very well balanced player, and I wouldn't worry too much about his potential because he has a higher overall at a younger age than quite a few of the goalkeepers in the full article on my website. So I have no doubts that he can grow beyond his potential, and with these starting statistics, he is going to become a very well balanced, very good overall goalkeeper. So he is absolutely worth a shout. Like I said, just £700,000, very cheap as well. And finally we have Alfred Gomis. He starts at 64 overall with 77 potential. He is 20 years old, plays for Avellino in the Italian 2nd division. Scout's value is £325,000. You can't buy him in the first window like Moreira, so make sure you inquire in January to get a good price for him. His wages are just £1,000 though, so very cheap there. He's got a 3-year contract, he's right-footed with a 2-star weak foot and 1-star skill moves. Now, Gomis is the type of player you want if you're looking for a really good shot stopper, someone who's going to have really quick reactions, going to be able to keep out shots that other keepers might not be able to get to because they can't react in time. And if you have a look, he's got 72 goalkeeper reflexes and 66 diving. If you combine that with his height, he's 6'5", so he's very tall. He's going to be very hard to beat. He's going to be able to get across the goal very quickly, keep out shots from close range with his good reactions and good reflexes. So he's going to be an excellent shot stopper, someone who's going to, like I said, be able to get to shots that other goalkeepers might not be able to. And he's going to be very cheap as well. Like I said, just £325,000 value. It's worth inquiring in January to see how much you can get him for, because he might be able to get a very good bargain on him. Now, just one final word of warning on these players. The FIFA has a habit of varying the prices. Sometimes they fluctuate a bit. So make sure you inquire with these players and see what price you can get for them. This is meant to be just a guide, but they should be pretty close to these prices, and they should all be under £1 million. Very reliable prices there, very reliable players, for a very low price. So let's have a look at how these guys did after 3 years of growth, so you can see the type of players that they develop into. Okay, first up we have Moreira, and he's now 70 overall at 21 years old, heading towards that 80 potential very nicely. And as I said before, he's very well rounded. Goalkeeper diving and reflexes 71, but handling and positioning 69 as well, so they're all pretty even. His reactions are 72 as well, so he's going to be good at blocking off short range shots, reacting quickly like that, but also holding onto the ball. He's unlikely to spill it at a striker's feet, so he's going to be a safe pair of hands and good at all sorts of different types of saves. So he's a very good all-round option with high potential as well. Okay, here's Lobantsev after 3 years of growth, and he's gone up 5 points. He's developing nice and steadily now, and that positioning that I was talking about earlier has gone up really nicely. It's almost 80 now, positioning 77, so that means that he's going to be unlikely to get beaten from being in the wrong position, beaten at the near post, that kind of thing. So he's going to be a very reliable goalkeeper, and that high diving as well, 74 diving, means that even if on those rare occasions that he is caught out of position, his good diving and his good height of 6'2" means that he's going to have a very good chance of getting to the ball anyway. So you should find that he's a very reliable goalkeeper, and for the price you pay, he's a great bargain. Okay, now here's Hassen after 3 years of growth. As you can see, he had a really good third year. He grew 3 points in that year, up to 71 overall. And like I was saying before, he's now become a nice, well-rounded goalkeeper, leaning towards positioning and reflexes, a bit like Lobantsev, but also very good when it comes to diving, handling as well. So he's a good all-round goalkeeper and should be able to handle anything that gets thrown at him. That solid positioning, not going to let in many silly goals, and he can react quickly to keep out shots at close range. So he's a very good shot stopper, very reliable goalkeeper. And finally we've got Alfred Gomis, who's now 71 at 23 years old, and he is definitely a shot stopper, great diving, fantastic reflexes, 78 reflexes, almost up to 80 now, diving 74, very high as well, so he's very good at getting across the goal, sticking out a big hand and stopping those shots. His handling and positioning are coming on nicely as well, but like I said, he's mainly a shot stopper, but also his jumping is very high, and he's 6'5" as well, so he's going to come out and claim the ball on crosses, free kicks, that kind of thing. So he's going to be confident and good at getting the ball out the air. So he's a good shot stopper, like I said, can use his height well and his reactions and reflexes too. So that's it for my recommendations today. Make sure you head over to FIFAscoutingtips.com for the full article. That will have all players with a minimum potential of 76 and a maximum price of £1 million, so you know you're getting good quality for a really low price as well. So if you've got any suggestions for players that you've got who are really cheap and did really well for you, make sure you leave that in the comments below. And same with if you've got any ideas for what you want me to do next, and what sort of contests you want me to do next as well. Whether you want me to do another monthly Scouting God contest with your best scouted players, or whether you want a contest on something else, whatever your ideas are for that, let me know and send that in the comments below. And leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.